Hey guys, welcome to a unboxing. And today's unboxing is going to be on the Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum. I just happen to have a box of bullets here that shows you the type of bullets it takes. I'll just show you here. This gun takes the Smith & Wesson 500 Magnum bullets, and it's a half-inch bullet. The Smith & Wesson 500 is made by Smith & Wesson. It was their answer to the 44 Magnum. They wanted to make a bigger caliber gun for hunting and target shooting, and they came out with the X-Frame 500 Smith & Wesson Magnum. Now the Smith & Wesson Magnum, they make a few different models of it, but let's go ahead and unbox it and show you the gun so you could see what actually for yourself what it looks like. Okay, so let's go ahead and unbox it here. Okay, opening the box up. I have some bullets on here that I just put in there like that for fun. But opening the box up, there is a piece of glassine, like whatever you want to call it, paper. You get a manual, you get a lock, there's some stuff back there, the registration card, keys for the lock. And then, like I say, of course, there's the gun. This is a thing of beauty. This is the Smith & Wesson. Actually, it's a 3-inch barrel. They call it a 4-inch barrel, but really is a 3-inch. The compensator takes up an inch. This is actually called the M500, which is the model 500. They make a few different models. They make some of the hunter models, which look something like right here. See this here? Which have a 10.5-inch barrel. They have a rope on them, whatever, and they're meant for really hunting, going out in the field and actually hunting big game and bears and stuff. This was the answer to people who didn't want the real big ones, but I'm going to call it 3-inch right now because really that's what it is, a 3-inch barrel. But the 3-inch Smith & Wesson, some people call it a 4. They came out with this because the bigger ones people didn't really. This was a niche where people could carry it when they were hunting bear in the high country or something, or probably even concealed carry with it. There's a big misunderstanding with recoil on these guns. The 500 Smith & Wesson, I've shot this extensively, don't really recoil that much, the 3-inch barrel. With the compensator, that helps a lot. You'll get a little muzzle blast, but it does help control it and knock the barrel. The gun is heavy to begin with. If you don't use the real heavy Magnum loads, you're good to go. I would probably run 300 grains, 350 grain low recoil, and then it's fun going out to the range and shooting. Once in a while, you could load the Magnum loads, but there's really no need unless you're hunting, and they're very expensive. So let's go ahead and take the gun out of the box, out of the case here, and we'll show you. Pull it out. And let's just get rid of this here. We'll lay it right here. And like I say, you can look at this paper here. Here is your hunter model. You can see how that looks. Here is your 8 3/8 inch with the compensator, and here is your 4-inch. So I mean, there are some of the models that they make. This has, like I say, a fiber optic sight, and it does have a removable muzzle brake like this. And it's an 8 3/8 inch barrel. This is your 4-inch barrel. The 4-inch barrel, I think, looks better to most people. Most people feel that it actually is a better looking gun. And we'll go ahead and show you a little bit and tell you a little bit about this gun. Okay, number one, the finish you see here is not how it comes. I polished this. This is a stainless steel gun, and that's why I've always liked stainless steel guns, because stainless steel guns, you can polish them. You can get them to mirror finish brightness. You can do a lot of work on them. You can really make a stainless steel gun look beautiful. And the nice thing about them, they last forever. There's no plating to rub off, no finish to rub off. And actually, the more you rub against them in the holster, probably the better they would look, the better they shine. And this is really only a few hours working on this gun. What I had done, I'll show you. I worked this area here. I worked the sight where you can see there. I work that, the bottom of it, you know, and pretty much the front, you know, the barrel. Took the compensator out. Also, let me show you here the compensator, how this is. They have two compensators in here. This is the one for the jacketed bullets. One for the leaded bullets comes out about that far. A little bit more comes out. I don't really have it available, so I'm not going to really show you right now. In my next video, I will. There is a little Allen wrench here that you screw out, and then you turn this, and it comes right out. They do make some solid end caps. And I'm going to see if I can get them. If you get the solid end cap for this, then you would have a 4-inch barrel. And it'd probably be a little bit more accurate. But they do have them. It's a modified 460. You see it does have your compensation up on top. Okay, right there. You can see that. Get you better close on. See how that looks. You have a standard adjustable white outline sight with a red ramp. That's what that's called, that sight. They do pin it. If you see that, see those little pins in there? That's how they hold it in, with those little pins. Those are called roll pins. What you'd have to do, you can get a fiber optic sight, but you have to knock out those roll pins. You'd probably want to buy some new roll pins, some solid stainless ones. Get your new sight, put it on there, drill through holes and put it on there. And then you would have fiber optics on it. The only reason they put the roll pins compared to like the bigger barrels is because of the muzzle blast on this. It's really not that bad. If you go out and just, you know, use some 350, you don't have to use 700 grains or go crazy. Plus it's very expensive, and plus it bangs the hell out of your gun. This gun will handle it. Let me show you here. It's pretty much, that's the chamber. And then here's the face. Your ejector rod is right here. It's pretty long. And like I say, this is definitely a nice gun. You can, the trigger pull on it, let me just show you this. Look at that. Very crisp and clean, the trigger pull. The 500 Magnum is the most powerful production handgun available. Now they have a one that's got a 2-inch barrel. It's like a bear attack one. I would not get that one. That muzzle blast is going to be terrible. This is the minimum I would get. Now, don't forget, this is a 3-inch barrel. So you can't get another, you get that 1 inch on there, you'll have a 4-inch barrel, which is pretty nice. They make the 4-inch barrel. They make the 6.5-inch barrel, which doesn't have a removable compensator. Then they make the 8 3/8-inch barrel, like I was showing you in this picture here. The 8 3/8-inch barrel, but has a removable compensator and a fiber optic sight. They can put that in a removable fiber optic sight because it's a little less recoil in the barrel. Then they have the hunter varieties, which are these, which are like target, and they have scopes, and they turn into looking like rifles. This is really, I think, the best looking gun that they make as far as in the 500 Smith & Wesson. Now, you might decide if you want to change the grips on this. The rubber grips really are great on this gun. They handle the recoil, they absorb it. I mean, they're not super good looking. The grips here are held, it's a round butt. This looks like a square butt, but it really is a round butt. If you took the grips off, there's about 1 inch of plastic on the bottom here, rubber. So you could, any K and L frame grip you could put on this, or you could put the X. Hogue makes some, but be careful, they make some really crappy looking grips. And for the $60 or $70 that you're going to spend, you could get a nice pair of wooden custom grips for this, and you put your fiber optic sight on there, and this would look beautiful. Polishing it out, all this metal here, you can polish that out the same quality of this. What I do on all my guns, and this is what you can decide if you want, there is see this little screw here? This is a little trigger disconnect or hammer block. And on the side here, you see that little cutout? Well, it goes in there with a little spring. See there? It's not other. I pulled that out. You just pop off these plates, and you can knock that out and disable that. I don't like to have any kind of safeties on a revolver. I don't think they need them. I don't think it's a place for them, and I think really a lot of times they can just they can have more problems than not. But like I say, the M500, this is the Smith & Wesson 3-inch barrel, really, because this is 1 inch here. and it'll handle anywhere from 275 grain up to 700 grain bullets. Like I say, when you go with the flat nose leaded ones, you've got to change the compensator in here because the metal can spit out, I guess, or because, you know, plated bullets, that holds the lead in. It is a nice gun. It is a very accurate gun. But like I say, it has a niche. If you're into the market for, you know, a 500, this is a pretty big gun. You know, it dwarfs most guns by comparison. And you can see I did also polish this up here. I polished down that side too. And I worked all along here. So it turned out pretty good. And it really is not a lot of work. A lot of times you could take this gun and just, you know, get the polish and put it in your car and just rub on it. But this Smith & Wesson here, I'm getting a pretty good dollar on it. I actually have this sold, so I'll be getting rid of this, and I'll be having probably another unboxing of another one, which is satin, and then I'm going to go and polish that one out the same way as this. But I got a really good value for this gun. I actually paid $900 for this gun, and I sold it for $1250. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to probably make myself like $120, $150, and I'll get another one of these. You know, have money for ammunition or something. I was thinking of getting the bigger one, like you know, this one right here, but I don't know. I just think it would be I think it just would be too big. You know, this is nice. It's even nice. You could throw it in the car or the truck. It's still like a carry gun, even if it's big enough to be one. The other ones just would be too big. And I don't really see the utility of it right now, but I wanted to show you that, and it's some of the just information about it. Right now, this is the most powerful commercially available handgun made. It's about, I would say, 2.5 times more powerful than the full-loaded 44 Magnum Dirty Harry gun. Yeah, but with the smaller, little shorter barrel, 3-inch barrel, you're probably going to get about 200 feet per second less velocity out of it, which is not really much when you're talking about a gun that, you know, is given 2,828 foot-pounds of energy and going 2,400 feet per second up in there. So what's a few hundred feet per second? I don't think you really notice it. But if you get this plug, and I'm going to look for that, and I might have a review on that next. But thanks a lot for watching the video, and don't forget to subscribe, because I am going to have some giveaways coming up, and I'll be announcing that. I'm going to also have some free courses coming up. Stay tuned for that. It's going to be really excited. You guys are going to be able to get your CCW courses, and it's going to be compliments of me. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm in the preparation of it now. When that rolls through, I'll be putting those out. So a lot of exciting stuff coming. This is just for you guys. Thanks, and the courses will be open to anybody on the internet with a computer. And most of the courses I'm going to be giving are good in 35 states. So it'll save you guys a lot of money. And all I ask is you'll see the details of it when that comes up. And I'm thinking a few weeks I got to set up my room and get my material set up. But thanks for watching the video. If you have any comment, I'd really appreciate it. Thanks a lot, guys. And like I say, once again, thanks for viewing, and have a great day.